Top of it, top of it, top of it. It's your boy Coach Stack, man. We at it again. You know, we being our best, man. You know, I like leaving you guys these videos, man, you know, from a wide variety of subjects, you did. But, you know, this video right here is about parenting. You know, many of us are parents. Many of us are like younger parents, you know, when we were younger. Some of us had kids when we were older. But I just want you guys to know one thing about parenting. Nobody's perfect. And this video is going to get kind of deep. So I hope I don't really, you know, ruffle any feathers. And I hope to touch some of your guys' soul because, you know, it's something that we all deal with. You know, now, being a young man and having my first child, well, my only child at 20 years old, right? Being 19 with a baby on the way, it's a lot of things that I didn't know, right? There's a lot of things that I didn't know about parenting because let's face it, guys, ladies and gentlemen, there's no handbook on how to be the best parent. There's no handbook on how to be the best parent, the best child, the best husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, employee, so on and so forth. It's something that we learn by trial and error. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm really making this video for a lot of you guys who have problems with your parents. You know, you might have went through some things with your parents, you know, when you were younger. They might not have, in your eyes, been the best version of themselves. They may have done something to you, may not have, in your mind, paid enough attention to you, may have made some bad choices that affect you on down the line. And right now, you're holding on to all that anger, you know, and it's really affecting your life. And I want to make this video to get you guys to really let go. Because first and foremost, like I said, there's no handbook on how to be a parent. And me, I consider myself a good one. But at age 47, I would be a much better parent than I was at 20. Because let's all face it, for those of us older people, you know, middle-aged people to older people who have grown kids, and I don't care how good of a parent that you thought you was, your children are always going to have a problem with you in some type of way. And it ain't your fault. Some people deserve it, some people don't. So, you know, like, you know, being a young parent, you know, this goes to a lot of fathers, man. A lot of people who didn't have a father in their life. You know, first and foremost, man, when you have kids when you're young, there's this such thing called baby mama drama. Now, a lot of us go through it. Most of us go through it. Not everybody goes through it, but a lot of us go through that drama. You understand what I'm saying? It's not to throw any blame towards any other mothers out there, because I think when we're all young and dumb, we all get in our feelings, we get in our emotions, and we might not make the best decision, you know, when we're younger, because at the end of the day, it's all about the child. So it's a lot of people, man, it's a lot of y'all, man, that's missing fathers, who father wasn't in your life. You know, and a lot of you guys don't even know the reason why. All you know is, you know, maybe mama said he wasn't there. But I want you to know that all the time, man, that when these parents are not there, be it the mother, the father, sometimes the mother and father, you as the child, you are never getting the entire truth. See, nobody's ever going to sit you down and tell you the entire truth. See, all somebody's going to do is tell you, oh, yeah, your daddy wasn't shit. You know, your daddy wasn't there. He was on drugs. And some of you guys, man, you know, same thing to mama. Oh, your mama wasn't shit. You know, your mama was on drugs. Your mama was out here. And sometimes they're going to say, your mom and daddy wasn't shit. Your mom and daddy was out here on drugs. But see, at the end of the day, your mom and dad were the ones that gave you life. And it's people always have an opinion, but they're never going to tell you the whole story. See, now, you have a lot of mothers out there, they're not going to tell you as a child what they did to make your father not be in your life. See, they're not going to tell you as a child, hey, you know what? I wasn't letting your dad see you when he asked to see you, you know, and I was dropping you off at my new boyfriend's house, and I was using you for money, and if he didn't have no money, I didn't let him come see you. See, they're not going to tell you that part of the story, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, they're not going to tell you that part. All most people are going to do is tell you that your dad wasn't shit. And on the other hand, you know, like me, I'm somebody who raised my daughter. They're not going to tell you about all the things that the dad did to maybe keep your mother out of your life. And for those of y'all who didn't have a mother and father, maybe raised by your grandparents, maybe you was raised in the system or by an auntie, you know, nobody's going to give you the entire truth. Now, For those of y'all who do have that truth, and yeah, you know, everybody's parents may have done some sideways stuff to them, me included. But at some point, guys, I need you guys to get over that. Because first of all, there's nobody in this world that's perfect. If you're perfect, if anybody's watching this video and you're perfect, please raise your hand, because it's not me. I don't think it's you. I don't think it's anybody else. And so many times, you know, we still have our parents in our life. They're still here, and we're holding on to, you know, well, they didn't do this for me, or they did X, Y, and Z to me, and so I'm not messing with them. But I want you to know something. At the end of the day, right, an obedient child days will be long, and the disobedient child days will be shorter. See, it's not about, man, what your parents have done to you or what they have not done to you. You, at the end of the day, made the choice to be the man or the woman that you chose to be. So, yeah, you know, some of y'all may watch this video and think like, okay, my mother and father wasn't in my life, so that forced me to do X, Y, and Z. Guys, I've never seen anybody, man, make somebody use drugs or get out and sell drugs. That's not a reason, man, for you to do stupid stuff because your parents wasn't there. I'm just putting that out there. Whether your parents was in your life, mother, father, whoever, it was still your choice at the end of the day to do the things you done. Whether you got in trouble or not, whether you felt you was lacking something, that it's all a choice at the end of the day. You understand what I'm saying? Because you can also use these type of things as, you know, like a springboard. You could use it as an alley-oop. You could use it as leverage to put yourself in a better position to say, you know what, maybe my parents wasn't there. Maybe I didn't have the best parents in the world, but I'm going to use that because I ain't going to be like that when I grow up. I'm not going to make decisions like that when I grow up. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I have to break it down and really give y'all a story about somebody I dated. Long story short, you know, this person was about 38 years old, well, about 39. And it comes to find out when she was 38 years old, the man who she thought was her dad and the people who she thought was her family on her dad's side was not her family. Why? Because her mother lied to her entire life, right? Her dad didn't know. And long story short, when the dad found out that wasn't his child, the whole family cut this girl off. And it kind of, you know, had her a little mental. But at the end of the day, as I said, the mom is not going to always tell you the truth, because what happened in this situation, mom had a best friend when she was growing up. And mom was sleeping with best friend's boyfriend and got pregnant by best friend's boyfriend and couldn't tell best friend. So therefore she had to put the baby on her boyfriend at that time. And there we have it. See, so, you know, it's like a bad chain of events. And sometimes you just don't know. You know, like I said, I know a lot of y'all, man, y'all might not like this video. Some of y'all really, really feeling what coach is telling y'all, man, because at the end of the day, through it all, I just want you guys to let go. I want you to forgive your parents. I want you to show your parents some grace. I'm not saying that you have to sit around and go eat with your parents every day, your mother or your father, whoever may have not been in your life. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying that when you forgive somebody, man, like you're forgiving for you. You're not forgiving your parents for what they did for their sake. You're doing this for you. So you can stop carrying that burden. You dig what I'm saying? Because every day that you wake up, that gives you another chance to get it right. Now, with that forgiveness comes a whole lot of blessings coming your way, which I have to refer to Tyler Perry. Now, see, a lot of y'all youngsters, man, you guys don't realize that. And for a lot of y'all old heads too, Tyler Perry. Everybody know who Tyler Perry is, right? Well, Tyler Perry, you know, his father was a very, very abusive man. And y'all, anything that Coach One Stack tell y'all, man, y'all can go do the research and check it yourself. Tyler Perry's dad was a very, very abusive man. Well, when he was trying to get his plays together in the beginning, being Medea, his Medea plays, some of y'all wasn't old enough to watch those plays. Well, he was homeless at one time. None of his plays, nobody would ever come to any of his plays. Now, in Tyler Perry's words, it wasn't until he forgave his father for being a bad parent and doing everything that he did to him. It wasn't until that day that he forgave his father. And then one winter night in Atlanta, it was very, very cold. The weather was bad. It was snowing. And Tyler Perry's thinking to himself, he said, you know what? Ain't nobody coming to my play. It's too cold out here. But when he forgave his father, man, somebody came and tapped him on the shoulder and said, look outside. And when Tyler Perry looked outside, there was a line wrapped around the building of people to watch his play. And now you have the billionaire Tyler Perry making movies, making TV series, giving black people jobs, living his life, living his best life. And not only that, he also gives his father a check once a month. Now, him and his father don't have the best relationship, but he says, you know what? I'm going to honor my father, and I still take care of my father throughout everything that he's done to me, because you know what? That's what gave me my blessing. And he said, I give now he didn't say how much, but he said, I give my dad a check once a month for the rest of his life. Now, see, I want a lot of you guys to take that in hand, man. If you have somebody like a billionaire Tyler Perry that can look past what his father have done to him or did not do for him, right? In order to get that negative out his way, in order to receive that blessing in his cup, hey guys, I mean, you should really take note. You dig? See, me, Coach Monster, man, I don't harbor any ill will towards anybody on this planet. Not even my worst enemy, because I don't have enemies. But it was times that I did have enemies. And until I learned how to forgive, hey, man, I didn't get my blessing in life. But yeah, guys, you know, as a parent, man, as a parent, realize if there's a handbook on that, I want y'all to come bring Coach One Stack the handbook, email it to me, show me the handbook. If not, I need y'all to quit judging your parents for the life that they live. I don't care if your parents, were on drugs. I don't care if they may have done something to you that they shouldn't have, because they have to deal with that in the afterlife when they go see God. You understand what I'm saying? I need you guys to, man, really, really let that shit go. I don't care what they did to you. If they did the most heinous shit to you in the world, let it go. Because if you're thinking about this right now, as I'm leaving this video, man, you hurting. You, man, men and women, man, guys, you're hurting still. You have not healed. You dig? Because if you have truly healed, if you have truly gotten over what has been done to you, if you have truly gotten over that trauma, you wouldn't be upset right now as you watch this video. You wouldn't be saying, oh man, I ain't fucking with him, I ain't fucking with her, or F them and that. That means you're still traumatic. Because see, when you get to a level of enlightenment, right, and you're vibrating on such a high level, don't let it bother you. You dig? So, see, forgive them parents, man. I know a lot of y'all watching this video, man. Forgive those parents for what they did or did not do to you, right? Take accountability for some of the bad choices that you made or lack thereof choices, because it wasn't your parents' fault. See, it's easy to point the finger at your parents or point the finger at somebody when you make bad decisions. But just like some of you guys go out and choose to have premarital sex, that ain't your parents' fault. You might choose to smoke 420. That ain't your parents' fault. You choose to stay out late. That's not your parents' fault. So why do we always want to blame the parent for something that they did or did not do, or use them for an excuse because we are not where we think that we should be in life at this point in time? Well, if I had a dad in my life, I would be. No, you wouldn't. You don't know that, because you could very well have had a father in your life that pimped on you, that beat you every day, that never showed you anything. So I ask you, if you did have that type of father in your life, would it have changed your life? And the same thing with the mother. See, if you did not have something, you cannot really truthfully say that your life will be better or worse had this person been in your life, because you don't know what type of parent that they would have been. Now, assuming that somebody was a great parent, well, that could possibly change some things in your life. But that's nothing to worry about, because some of you guys never had that, and there's nothing wrong with it. So you shouldn't worry about what you didn't have. And if you did have it, if it wasn't the way that you wanted it, man, don't worry about it. Because some of you guys as a parent right now, I guarantee you, if you were to go ask your kids as good as a relationship as you have with your kids right now, if you were to go ask them, hey, little Johnny, hey, Sally, I just want to holler at you for a minute. What type of parent do you think I am? What type of parent do you think I was? Was I always a good parent? And your kids, I guarantee you, they're going to look at you and they're going to say, oh, well, mom, well, dad, it was this time, man, hey, mom, I remember you used to be sneaking these dudes in, in the middle of the night. You used to think we would sleep, and I used to hear y'all in the room. Well, dad, it was this time or two where you thought that I was asleep and I saw you doing drugs, or I seen you doing X, Y, and Z. Or it was that time when you was drinking a little bit too much and you gave me a whooping and it was a little bit too harsh. Your kids are gonna have a problem with you. So what I'm saying is we can't live in a glass house and throw stones. You dig what I'm saying? So it's just a little food for thought, man. Because Coach One Stack, man, it ain't all about relationships. It is about relationships, but it's not all about the dating type relationships when it comes to me. I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to be blessed. And I want everybody to be able to forgive. Stop living in that past. Stop living in that past anger. Stop living in that past hurt. Stop living in that past toxicity and exist in your moment. Just simply exist. And when you learn how to simply exist, guess what? The ladies and the fellas won't be able to motherfucking resist. Can you dig what I'm saying? Now, y'all have a blessed day, man. Coach One Stack gone. Have a blessed day and learn to forgive and be the best version of yourself.